This is Jeremy Tessmer with SGTV. 100 miles north of Los Angeles in Santa Barbara, our small city blessed by mild weather, wealth, and a certain old Spanish charm, Sullivan Goss has quietly built a nationally important program in California modern art. In fact, we have become home to a good portion of LA's modern art history. How did that happen? It all began 27 years ago when Frank and Patricia Sullivan Goss opened a gallery in Altadena and showed the work of their friend, Anya Fisher. Anya studied with Rico Lebrun at the Jepson Art Institute, where Howard Warshaw and Frederick Hammersley taught. Anya was friends with Hammersley. Hammersley, in turn, ended up defining LA's hard-edge style with Lorcer Feidelson, Carl Benjamin, and John McLaughlin. For a big city, the LA art community has often looked quite intimate and fragmented. There have always been cliques. Competing schools of thought, or sometimes just competing schools. Jepson, Art Center, Chenard, Otis, UCLA, USC. In the post-war era, GI Bill funding paid for a lot of art instruction, so a lot of the artists in this exhibition taught in at least one point in their career. As the scene developed, the galleries competed too. Dalzell Hatfield competed against Ferris. The museums were rather more collegial, though. Santa Barbara Museum of Art, Pasadena Art Museum, and the Long Beach Museum helped promote contemporary art in Southern California. The story of this exhibition, then, is the story of both the development of LA's modern art scene and our gallery's growing connection to that world. Over the last 10 years, the gallery has mounted 29 solo shows for LA's modern artists, created 16 original publications, and assembled 7 themed shows which dealt primarily or exclusively with Los Angeles art from 1940 to 1980. With all this experience in the field, how would we define LA's art aesthetic? Is LA art theatrical? Do you see theatricality in the sweep of Helen Lundeberg's Western landscape? Or Milford Zorn's desert landscape? Or in Eugene Berman's La Petite Fortune? Or this painting by Lorcer Feidelson that somehow echoes David Lynch's Blue Velvet? Or this painting by Howard Warshaw that anticipated the pop surrealist movement in LA in 1945? Is it hedonistic? Can you imagine anything more pleasurable than the gorgeous gloppy color in Dan Lutz's Terrace in the Sun? Or the sunny exuberance of John McCracken's abstract? Or Edgar Ewing's decadent chandeliers in this painting of the billiards room at Hearst Castle? Is it irreverent? How else to read the exploded abstract ceramics of Paul Soldner, the deadpan humor of Peter Zecker's Fish, the floating cantaloupes of Anya Fisher? Is it cool? Just look at these 3 works by Carl Benjamin, Hank Pitcher, and William Dole and tell me it's not. In America's second largest city, the art is as diverse as its demographics. The narrative is as tangled as a freeway exchange. Generally, though, this is the story of how LA went from being an outpost in the international modern art movement to one of its centers. In celebration of the Getty Foundation's Pacific Standard Time project and the new book, LA Rising by Lynn Kienholz, Sullivan Goss is proud to present LA's Risen. LA's Risen will be on exhibit through November 27th. Come see it.